What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the CoinRocket YouTube channel, where we are now boarding for one-way trips to the moon. So if you'd like to join us, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you there. So today we're going over proof of work, what it is, how it works, and what that even means. And then we're going to talk about whether Bitcoin mining is actually profitable. That's all coming right up. Proof of work is the consensus algorithm used to secure many blockchain protocols. Proof of work was actually the original consensus method introduced by Bitcoin, and it's still used today by most blockchain applications. Now, with the invention of Bitcoin came the invention of Bitcoin mining and consensus algorithms, which are used to solve issues like the double spend problem, a problem where you could send the same money to multiple people multiple times that plagued prior attempts at digital currencies. Okay. Now, although consensus methods have evolved a lot in the short time that Bitcoin's been around, it's still a good foundation for understanding how cryptocurrencies work. So this proof of work algorithm is used to add new blocks to the chain by confirming transactions. Okay, the way this works is that miners compete to verify transactions on the network so that they can receive a reward. Okay, and these block rewards are usually paid for through transaction fees or the addition of new tokens to the supply. So the way that miners actually verify these transactions is by using computer hardware to solve complex math puzzles with a chance to easily prove the solution. So these puzzles require a lot of computational power to solve, and even with a lot of computing power, you're still unlikely to solve any blocks by yourself. So essentially, the more quote-unquote work you put in, or in other words, the more computing power you use, the more likely it is that you will personally solve a block and be rewarded for it. Okay, however, this is a very rare occurrence and requires a lot of computing power, which is the reason mining pools exist. Okay, and mining pools are groups of miners who all agree to combine their computing power and their rewards so that it can be distributed evenly among the members, allowing everyone in the pool to receive more consistent earnings. But anyway, to combat inflation, the difficulty of mining scales with the size of the network, the price of the coin, and potentially new advancements in computer hardware. So the actual solution to the mathematical puzzle that you're solving by mining is called a hash, and it's generated by encrypting the hash from the previous block. This makes the blockchain tamper evident because if any block in the chain is changed, then it will also change every block that came after it, and this just makes it obvious to the network that if anyone ever tried to create counterfeit blocks, they would notice right away. Okay, and once the puzzle is solved, a new block is formed for the pending transactions, and they're confirmed. The transactions are confirmed each time a new block is added to the chain. Okay, and mining is a large topic to cover, and there are many ways to do it, but for most people it's expensive and requires a lot of effort to actually make profit. The costs of mining include hardware, electricity, cooling, maintenance, pool fees, labor, time, and space. This means that you must invest a significant amount of time and money to make some serious earnings with mining. And with the difficulty of mining increasing over time, you can also see your earnings decreasing over time. Okay, and because there's all of this effort and expense that comes with mining, a lot of people don't really feel like putting in the effort. So what they do, instead of mining on their own and having to deal with the maintenance and having to, have a room in their house or in their garage or something where they have to put all these computer servers and everything, it's easy to just do cloud mining. So cloud mining is basically where you can rent other people's hardware in order to mine, and you don't have to deal with maintenance or cooling or electricity or any of those costs. You just pay for the actual hash power, and they pay you out your earnings depending on how much hash power you bought, how much you actually mined using their hardware. Okay, and you can find cloud mining websites like Genesis Mining, Hashflare, MinerGate in the description below, and I'll leave a link to some other videos that I have where I compare which of these is most profitable and which of them is most useful for beginners to begin cloud mining I mean, you can start cloud mining today, right? It's super easy, and you don't have to pay for expensive hardware. You just pay for the hashing power, and they take a small fee, which really is worth it because, I mean, if you're mining on your own, you're going to have to pay for a lot of other stuff like electricity, and you're probably also going to have to pay pool fees anyway if you join a mining pool. So really, cloud mining is kind of the best of both worlds in my opinion. Personally, I'd recommend Genesis mining, but they're currently out of Bitcoin mining contracts. You can check my video, again, link in the description, on how profitable cloud mining actually is and how profitable different contracts and different currencies and different websites are. Because actually right now, cloud mining any coin except for Bitcoin is really not that profitable as far as I can tell. So I hope that was informative. I hope that gave you a little bit of information about how mining works and why people do it and whether it's profitable or not. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you next time.